The health care battle is intensifying as the GOP bill now heads to the Senate. Republican Senator Bill Cassidy proposing the Jimmy Kimmel test on pre-existing condition. I spoke with him earlier today. Roll tape.
Or premiums. That's a huge thing for middle America. And at the same time achieve what I call the Jimmy Kimmel test, which is that if somebody has a pre-existing condition, would she have the coverage for herself or her family member that would allow her to get the care she needs? Lower premiums, but again, Jimmy Kimmel test, can you provide access to the care that's needed?
Well, this all underscores a potential new reality that health care has now become an American right. Here with me now, Nan Hayworth, Elizabeth Harrington, and Ford O'Connell. Elizabeth, let me start with you. I mean, the GOP bill, even the House bill, sort of suggests this is a new American right, and if it is, you're going to have things like the Kimmel test, I think, associated with it.
Well, I think Senator Cassidy is smart and very adept to use a very compelling story that's in the media to designed to make Republicans look bad. And Cassidy is very smart to turn it around and say, hey, actually, we're doing this in our bill. But getting back to the point of whether health care is a right, I think Republicans have kind of lost this argument now with the passage of Obamacare. It's the only popular part of the law is that pre-existing conditions you have to cover them now. So they really have to build that into whatever Republican plan they want to move forward. But I still don't think fundamentally health care is a right, and it doesn't necessarily mean it is. If you think about all the rights that are guaranteed in the Bill of Rights, These are all freedoms from government. Government can't do things to you. They can't take away your speech. They can't take away your right to practice religion. It's not about what the government can give you in the form of health care, and covering pre-existing conditions is so a long ways away from socialized medicine.
Yeah, this reminds me of the 4 freedoms from FDR more than anything else.
Yeah.
And then Senator Cassidy, took pains to also remind me that he was a medical doctor, so are you.
Yes, I served with him.
Oh,
yes.
So you understand what's at stake here.
Absolutely.
But when you start to layer things on like the so-called Kimmel test, I mean, I'm not even sure exactly what that is, but it does feel like to me it's a trap of sorts. By the way, we should let the audience know Senator Cassidy is going to be on Jimmy Kimmel's show tonight.
Yes, and Charles, I saw your interview earlier, and the points you covered were well taken. And Senator Cassidy's right. There is a great concern now that Americans are accustomed to looking to the federal government for their pensions and benefits in so many ways. I don't think that was in the Constitution, but it's hard to argue in any sympathetic way that that's not part of what government does now. And that it points up the fact that we have to make insurance affordable. We're going to have to figure out the optimal way to cover pre-existing conditions, but we have to accept as a society that the more we ask government to do, the more we ask government to pay for in health care, number one, the more expensive it's going to become. And the reason for that is, number two, the more political it becomes. So what you're going to see with the health care legislation as it goes through is that this is very political. You're going to see people vote. You can just predict it based on the state or the district they represent.
Charles, the left is absolutely killing it. I come at this from a political messaging perspective. And when emotion meets logic on a neutral plane, emotion's going to win every single day of the week and twice on Sunday. The Democrats are striking what we call the responsive chord of messaging, showing people dying like a banjo out of the movie Deliverance. And frankly, no, you're right. Health care is not a right in America, but it is moving that way. That is the goal of the entire left. And every single time the Republicans are just trying to hold off the inevitable, and basically Obamacare created an entitlement with pre-existing conditions that Republicans are scared to pull back because they don't want to lose at the ballot box.
Now, today, our very own Liz Clayman had its opportunity to ask Charlie Munger about pre-existing conditions. Roll tape.
Charlie. Mm-hmm. Does it cover people with pre-existing conditions?
Well, that's what I hate. How can you say, be in the insurance business, and some guy comes in where you know you're going to get a $10,000 premium and lay out $150,000? How can you ask somebody to do that in the insurance business? It's bonkers. You're running against human nature. It's crazy.
Elizabeth, that gets to the main point here. I mean, the only reason insurance companies stayed in Obamacare is the first couple of years the taxpayers made up for losses. So how can this ever truly work?
Exactly. I think we really need to stop calling it health insurance, because that's not how insurance works. I mean, you buy insurance because you don't want to have to use it. You don't buy insurance every time you get the flu or, you know, a broken arm or anything. I mean, the whole system in itself has been so detached from the free market and what insurance actually means and what it should cover. So I think he's absolutely right, but the problem is it is a political problem. It's, hey, the one popular thing from Obamacare, because I think Republicans, they won't lose at the ballot box if they get this Republican House bill through, because Obamacare is not popular. It's not. People don't like the high deductibles. They don't like their premiums going up. But the one thing they did like was this pre-existing conditions. And that makes it very challenging to fix it.
And Donald Trump saw that. That's exactly why we're in this position, because his political gut is very, very smart on this.
All right, guys.
Yeah,
thank you all very, very much.